In this video, I'm going to talk you through the process of completing one of these character charts for the Crucible character motivation diagrams. So in Act 1 and Act 2, you're going to make 3 character diagrams. These character diagrams are based on the notes you took while reading the play on characters with the bullseye diagram. So you were supposed to pull things that characters said or did from the play and write them into your character chart. Alright, so if you scroll down, actually let's start here. Here are the characters: Abigail Williams, Mary Warren, John Proctor, etc. If you scroll down, here's a diagram of what it's supposed to look like. The site that we're using is called Diagramly, and the link to it is right here on the page. So I'm going to click on that here, and it's going to take me to it. Here it comes. Alright, so this is very easy to do. If you scroll down in this list over here of different diagramming tools you can use, you'll see there are people. So pick one of these people. I'm going to choose Actor 2, and I'm going to make it a little bigger. And just like the example, I'm going to make this Abigail. And to do that, I had to double click. Alright. So one of the things I know about Abigail, based on some of the things that she does in the play, is that she lies a lot. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to take a double ellipse. I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm going to connect them. I'm going to scroll down to a connector. And to do that, you float over what do you want to connect. You wait till you hit green. You hold the mouse until it connects green with the other piece. And now it's connected. Alright, now I'm going to write on here. I'm going to write, she is a liar. Alright, I'm going to click off that. So now you can see it. Now I can move this, and the arrow will follow it. Okay, how do I know she's a liar? Well, in order to determine that, I have to go to the textbook itself to find that out. So if I come over here and I go to the online textbook, and remember the blue highlights are supposed to draw our attention to things about the characters. Let's see. Let's find something good about Abigail here. I'm going to go back a little bit. It's Thomas Putnam. And I'm going to grab something from the beginning about Abigail. Oops, too far. Okay, one of the first things that's mentioned is here in the blue. Draw a conclusion about characters. What does this phrase tell us about Abigail? And the phrase is, she has an endless capacity for dissembling. That's perfect. Well, if we look down, dissembling says concealing one's true motives. Well, if you're concealing your motives, it means you're lying. It means that you're not being honest with people about what you're thinking or feeling. So I'm going to take a rectangle, and in the middle of the rectangle, I'm going to say we'll call it the narrator, but the stage directions tell us that she, and then let's go back here and get the exact phrase, it keeps moving at me, has an endless capacity for dissembling. So I'm going to actually write that in my diagram. Has an endless capacity for dissembling, dissembling. That means that she's a good liar. Well, where else do I know that she's a liar? Well, I also know that she lies to her uncle when he asks her about what was going on. So I'm going to write that here. She lies to her uncle about what was going on in the forest that night. And we know that because in the later conversation with the girls, they start telling things that were happening, and as she talks to her uncle, things change, her story changes. So I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm going to attach it to this, because the reason I know that these belong here. There we go. So now this is attached. Yep. And oh, make sure it attaches to a green point here. Oh, there it goes, green. Alright, so now when I move these, they'll move with it. Oh, let's fix that. You gotta make sure that it attaches. There we go. It's gonna be green. Alright, so I can continue to make this chart. And there are other things you can play around with, but I thought this was pretty much the simplest way to do it. So you can come up with something else. How else is this character like? What else is this character like based on the details in the story? Once you're done, well, let's say you want to put this aside for a little while and then work on it later. You can go to Save As and give it a name, Abigail, and you can save it. It's going to do that for me, and I'm pretty sure it saves it. Let's see, does it save it here? No? I think it saves it in your pictures. At least I'm hoping. No, maybe not. Nope, it didn't save it. That's okay. I think the best thing to do is go to Export and to give it a name. It's already called Abigail, and you always want to make sure you save it as a JPEG. Unfortunately, you won't be able to work on it anymore once you save it as a JPEG. You want to save it, and it just downloaded it. And if I go here, you're going to see that it saved it in the picture file. Right, and then this is the file that I'm going to then take and upload onto Ngrade. Alright, so that walks you through the process of how to do this.